Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and now let's see how we can set the row index of a data frame. So let me take you back again to our Python code. So let me just try to delete all this, and we have just a single data frame. Avoid any confusion. Instead of deleting them, just comment them out. Comment this out. I'm commenting the command for printing out the data frames out. So I will only remain with this combined data frame. So we want to see how we can set a column as a row index. So here we have a data frame. Let me again try to comment this one. And then I will push them down. So this is the data frame that we have, but I want to set, let me try to set the name column the row index. So we'll not have this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 5, but we'll have the row index as the name. So what we need to do, we'll come down here and say combined. Let me first say setting column as row index. So we'll come down here and say I'll say here combined f is equal to combined f dot set index in bracket, and we use, so now I'm setting the name as the row index. Now when we print now the combined data frame, you'll see what we have. Let me create another print. Yes. Let's see what we have after setting the name column as row index. So there's an error somewhere, I don't know. Let me comment this one now. Let me comment this out as well. I think the error is gone. So, now let me run this code and we see what we have. So now you can see we have name as the name column as the row index, and now these other columns, the columns meant for values, for data values. Again, can also set multiple columns as a row index. Like now I can say, so this was a single column, setting single column as row index. I want to set a multiple column as row index. I'll come down here and setting multiple columns as row index. So the same principle applies, but now what we'll do, instead of putting one column and one column name under parentheses, we'll put more than one. So here we have name. So here again I can also add country. So here we are trying to set multiple columns as row index. So here is df. So let me try to print again. We see what we have as a new data frame. name and the columns. Okay. So initially we had set these are the we had set the name as row index. So when you come down here, the row is no longer in the column. So what I need to do, I'll say this one is df1. Let me call it df1. This one also df1. So this other one I will call it df2. This one is also df2. To differentiate, rather to make the variables not change. Let me run this code again. So down here we've set two combined df2 combined set name index. So there's an error. So let me put this one within the square brackets. Then let me run the code again. So now when you check on this these two data frames, so let me just okay, let me leave it as it is, but let me just try to explain what I mean by multiple and single setting of, or rather single columns being set as a row index. In the first one we had this one, so let me call this as what, as combine. The first one, let me say this one is single column row index. Then this other one is multiple column row index. So let me run this code again and see what we have. So this is the multiple column row index, and the other one is a single column row index. So when you compare the two, let me just set this one up. When you compare the two, you can see this one. We have this. The first one, you can see the country column is the country column is not an index because the label has been raised with other is in line with other labels as columns, as the label for columns. And when you check on this other this multiple column row index, you can see the name and country, now they have been pushed down. The name label and the country label, they have been pushed down, so they are now labels for the rows as opposed to being labels for the columns. So these are the difference when we want to set multiple and single columns as row index. And that's all about setting columns as row index and setting multiple columns as row index. So in this multiple row index, you can use these two columns, these two rows, these two row indexes when you want to subset again data into a different form. So that's all about setting single and multiple row indexes. So when we come back again, we'll do another video for summing data and subtracting data within data frame. So we can sum vertically, you can sum horizontally. Again, you can also sum we can also subtract vertically and horizontally. So we'll come back in the next video and see how that is done. So again, thanks a lot for watching, and for those of you who have not subscribed, please do, and those of you who have, please it's a salute for you, and thanks a lot for your support, and let's meet again on the next video. Summing